The moment I opened her bag, my entire world shattered. But what I did next, I still can't believe how far I went. It all began on a quiet Tuesday night. My wife, Sarah, had just returned home from her yoga class. She seemed different, not just tired, distant, like her mind was somewhere else entirely. I tried to ignore it, just like I had been doing for weeks, maybe even months. But something deep inside me refused to stay silent any longer. While she was in the shower, her phone buzzed on the table. I didn't check it. I'm not that kind of person. At least I wasn't. Instead, I reached for her bag, pretending I was only looking for the charger she usually carried. That's when I found it, a small, unopened pack of protection. It wasn't ours. We hadn't used anything like that in years. My hand froze. My chest tightened as if someone had wrapped a rope around it and pulled with all their strength. For a moment, I convinced myself there had to be another explanation. Maybe she bought it for someone else. Maybe it wasn't what it looked like. But deep down, I already knew. Sarah had been cheating. I sat there in complete silence, staring at the unopened pack, my reflection faintly visible in the plastic. 8 years of marriage, and this was what it had become. I wanted to confront her right then, to scream, to break something, to walk away forever. Instead, something much colder took over. Something calm, something calculated, revenge. I don't know exactly when that thought entered my mind. Maybe it was the anger, maybe it was the humiliation, but I knew I wasn't going to walk away without saying a word. I carefully put everything back exactly as I had found it. My hands were steady even though my heart was racing. That night, I acted completely normal. I even smiled at her. She talked about her class, her friends, and her day. Every word sounded like another carefully polished lie. But I stayed silent. 2 days later, she told me she had to work late. I nodded, pretending I believed her. This time, though, I followed. From across the street, I watched her meet him outside a small apartment building. A man in his 30s, confident, laughing as if he owned the world. Then she kissed him, like I had never existed. That was the exact moment something inside me finally died. I didn't go home. I didn't call her. I simply drove around for hours, waiting. Later that night, my phone rang. It was Sarah. Her voice wasn't calm anymore. She sounded frightened. "Where are you?" she asked quickly. "Out," I replied coldly. "Why?" There was a long pause. I could hear confusion in the background, a man shouting, something crashing. I, I need you," she whispered, her voice trembling. I almost laughed. "Do you?" I replied. Another long silence followed. Then the call ended. When she finally came home that night, she looked completely different, pale, shaken, unable to meet my eyes. For the first time in months, she actually looked guilty. She tried to act as though everything was normal, but it wasn't. I could see it in the way her hands trembled, in the way she kept glancing at me, as if she were waiting for something. Finally, she broke. "I messed up," she whispered. I looked at her, really looked at her. For just a moment, I caught a glimpse of the woman I had once loved, but it was already too late. "I know," I said quietly. Her eyes grew wide. You know?" I slowly nodded. "How long?" she asked as tears filled her eyes. "Long enough," I answered. She began crying, trying to explain herself, trying to justify everything, begging me to forgive her. But I wasn't listening anymore, because the truth was, revenge didn't fix anything. It didn't heal the pain. It didn't restore the trust that had been destroyed. It didn't erase the image of her with someone else. It only made sure she felt a small part of what I had been carrying. And as I stood there, watching her world fall apart, I realized something even colder than revenge. I didn't love her anymore. Before you go, if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Your support truly helps me continue creating more powerful, emotional, and real-life stories like this. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new upload, and let me know in the comments. What would you have done in this situation? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next story.